And okay, okay. I'm audible mo. I'm audible to you all. Koi ka ngay lamidi. If I'm going first, let me know. Okay. Okay, go mo garegi go. So without further delay, nga jan just halap cover bikobi. So nga I will start the session. First, the data validation na go mo. I made the PPT for this. The summarize baby tangi nga ganalo. So I will present from here. Now you know how to organize the data. You know how to organize the data, how to collect the data. This car shichiba the most be organized be mega. Now you learn how data visualization is in the picture form, how to uh, find the result in the picture form. Nalu. Let's go. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Now it's short. What is data visualization? Data visualization is process of representing data in visual format, picture format, such as graphs, charts, maps, to help the people or help the users to understand the information more easily. From picture, you'll uh, understand more about information. It is way of the representing complex, difficult information in the simple way, in simple, understandable way. 하고 많이 배. Here, why are they useful? Because data visualization help organize information and compare the data, easy to compare data, easy to understand and share with others, to explain with others from data visualization and make easy decision from the data visualization, and you can educate others from the graphs or in picture form and sport trends and patterns. We can easily find out the patterns from the data visualization. How? Let's look into the graphs. Let's explore the different ways we can represent a data visualization. And here, there is bar graph, pie chart, this shape, those are all under data visualization. And let's see here the bar graph. Bar chart uses a bars. Here is bar, right? And vertical and horizontal to show and compare the data. Usually, the bar graph is used when you want to compare different categories or items. And do what more items or categories. You want to compare how many apple, how many banana are there in your bag. In your bag, only the one apple. The banana virgin, there is 8 banana in your bag. And it's be compare benigimi. Paragraph is using those kind of situations. In pie chart virgin, pie chart looks like a pizza. Pizza zumbi tombe batimo. And divides up on the whole into parts. Kadibi. Whole divided into a whole part. We'll use a pie chart when you want to show how something is divided into parts. They are great for data given a percentage. Mostly it is given in percentage. For example, in your classroom, you are collecting in whole classroom, you are collecting their favorite color. Then a few students, they like, I like pink color. Some might say, I like blue colors. There's that kind of situations. We use pie chart to represent. You can say that, oh, 20% of my classmate, my friend like pink. 한웃음 날로 pie chart with 병뚜까. And line graph. Line graph uses lines to show how data changes over the time. Line graph tinam use a line graph when you want to track how something changes over a different time scale. Hani the time that chikalu ani differentiate benigidelu how your work or whatever time that you got with compare with time you use a line graph. Like time built in the minutes, hours, days, months, years, all a time series. Anichika Byochindi, you used a line graph. For example, a number of pages you read the book. Anyway, you read the 26 pages in 2 hours. And then become baby you use line graph. Okay. And scatter plot here, those kind of and the scatter plots and the anulogoi. Those are the dot baby. Scatter plot what the mush and scatter chart. Scatter plot chart is like a collection of dots on the graph. Each dot represents something. Each dot and the dot domino. Honey it represents something no. And for example, in another marks too and the study hours too. That means it's referred to the students, right? Another dot two domino and this dot is referred for mark of the payment or sonum or any student student and the student name point is represent the dot represents something like in the student logo me another project. Agree? We use it when we want to see if two things are related. Koni kadavi related to katani gitelu, we are using scatter plot law. Scatter plot help us to see if there is a connection between two things by looking how the dots are spread out. Kadavi ani related to katani law here. Let's see. This is marks. This is study hours. If you study more hours, your mark is getting higher. Hanusumbi see the connection. Hanusumgi situational we use scatter plot. 하고요. 하고 내가 so I will go to the data correlation. I will teach from the GoodMonkey platform later. So let's close this PPT and let's go to the here. I've already opened my GoodMonkey. So 하고요. 나 지금기 아니 그래프기 가데비 represent 뷰나 가데나 use 뷰나 하고 데모. Okay. I'm getting first. I'm going first. Okay. Okay, I will try to slow down. All of listening to me. Zoom open baby needed to Gemini. No one is responding me. Anyways, let's start the data correlation. What is data correlation? What comes in your mind? Data correlation is correlation. We learned maybe you had it from the mathematics. Hagogo matemo. Hagoiga. Let me see. Okay. Okay, anyways, data correlation is like how to see if there is a pattern or a connection between the different pieces of information. And how much and how good it do. Correlation means when two things go together. We can say like that. Correlation is when two things change together. When two things change together. It is connection that is scatter plot ki example this example is data correlation to see a connection. When one goes up or down, the other one also usually goes too, like a teammates. Correlations lang. 하고요. So going to next slide. And yeah, they have given examples here. Example is similar to earlier one, And suppose we want to study a relationship between the amount of time a student spend study and their grade in school. And it's the same meaning I explain So going and the next slide again and here the participants. This is enrollment number. Let's say this is enrollment number and time spent studies. Time spent study. From the table the total shipping paging if you spend more hours in the study, your grade is higher. See 3.8. This is your grade or marks. Or if you spend only 1 hours in the study, you will score 2.6 grade. That means she will want another relate to me. How go you So let's see from the graph representation tagi. Correlation graph. Correlation graph is visual representation of relation between two variables. Variables level two variables. Time spent study and graph. Those are two variables. Agree. So here, graph natagi. In here, this graph is plotted from the earlier data from the table. Table nele plot pinu. So here, namachi graph na tarura, we can see more changes. Here, if I go to cis na jochindi and cis and epoch, his grade is almost 3.8 something, 3.9, 3.8. And if I go to 2 hours here, and it's getting 2.8. Там ди лес битавачинди 요게레스 лес 아니 그래프게 쇼비메 같은 모습 맞지 아니기 피겨 비스베 가디비 좀이가 하고미 so I need a graph to represent me so correlation in mathematics as we as learn like positive correlation negative correlation no correlation salam ni mathematics similarly in the data science also we used to see how the data is correlated Anulu, the straight line lavaja anime. Draw a straight line by drawing a line with roughly the same number of dots above and below the line. Anulu line draw binime. Roughly we divide the dot yadama dandenbe. Hani do straight line slame and line draw biminalu. So here they have drawn the line mo. Draw binu is going upwards. Both of the variables, the grade and the time spent in city, is going, both of the variables are going upwards, going up, right? Those kind of graph, those kind of going up patterns is called a positive correlation. Analu kashlo, analu anzum tap nalu positive correlation is allowed. How game mo? Okay, negative correlation tagi. So I need the video image so you can watch later. So let's skip this question as well. Yeah, negative correlation. Negative correlation da the anime. Time spent on a smartphone and grade not the limit. So but this is participant. The chikisemira supposed your time spent in the phone is 1 hour. Your grade is 3.8, and you are spending a phone or playing a game. What happened? Your grade is a little lower, 2.6. Chi increase chomi, chi decrease chomi. Let's see the graph representation. Ngachi graph na gasm chomi. Here, ani graph ti tachi ki data na plot me. Your spending time in the smartphone is 3.75 or something 3. Your grade is getting 1. You're spending in smartphone in 2 hours. Your grade is higher. From graph, you can draw a conclusion, right? Those kind of the graph. One variable going up, one variable going down. This kind of correlation is called negative correlation. How could it? Okay. Okay, let's skip this question as well. And no correlation lavachindi. And the variable ni tigichulu and nikashulu dewa memidlabe. Number of books read and height. They are not related. Che book kadim to read birubi, your height will be remain same, right? It will not affect your height. Che height gamjire merure kachiri, number of books read will be remain same mush. Che gamju read be and koni di kache related minuben mush. Hani sumnali no correlations lang. Koni related or minubat mush. Ani the how going mush not difficult. Okay. 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 Data correlation amchi me. How could mo amchi? Amchi how go mo? Okay, so I will go to the next knowledge, okay? Data correlation, so see, so statics and data analysis na jogi. By the way, I'm audible mo. I'm going fast. Is this slow better laptop? Okay, 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 everyone is good. Statistics and data analysis. What come into mind? Statistics like the math, how to find median, how to find mode, how to find mean, how to find range. Those are all statistics. I need how statistics is used in the data analysis, how to use in the data science. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, here. Statistics is a branch of mathematics that help us to make sense of data. To analyze data, to study data, we need to use statistical method to organize, summarize, to conclusion from information. How the statistics help to summarize and draw a conclusion. Let's see in the next slide. Okay, what is statistics good for? Anirbashlammi. Number one, organize and understand a large amount of data. For example, could you help you in the organize and understand a large amount of data? Imagine, if I give example, imagine you have 100 friends. Let's say your school gamchi or me. In some school they have 500 students, some me 1,000 students. Let's say you have 500 friends and want to collect their favorite colors or check your favorite colors collect me huge from huge number of students. So when that uh, Hanalu, statics help you to know how many of your friends like red, how many your friends like blue, how many friends you like green. Hanizumbe, the static will help you in the from to understand from the large amount of data. Okay. So second, identify the patterns, trends, and relationships within the data. Karibe, let's say you write down what the weather is like every day. 저기 uh atara you are keeping a record weather kasumi kasi. Atara 저기 record page ame. So after 1 month, you see the most rainy days happen on Tuesday or Sunday or non-biru ani record bedera 저기 fine binu Tuesday nalu after rain bemes. So you're define identifying some patterns, right? Patterns or something you are getting something conclusion. You honey bindigi chigi Tuesday na other rain beam email Tuesday keeps raining showing up in your rain list. Check rain list na zoom but mo. That's the pattern. Hanzum na lut patterns now. Tupka, how go me mo confuse my finger. And they draw meaningful conclusion from the data. How we can draw the meaningful conclusion from data? Let's say you track your bedtime. She num you ina ani she track me, tell me, and how you feel the next day. Dile she bedtime tabi naba she kadiri feel me ka tell me mushi. You notice you are feeling sleepy when you go to bed too late. In conclusion, the gach told me in late bedtime when you are chindi, your morning you are feeling sleepy. Early bedtime, your happy mornings, you are very active. And you can draw a conclusion like that. Okay. So we learn that more sleep is a better mood. Saying a chicken will be to be mo. Anisum statics no. Statics ki help holo. And lastly, make a prediction about what might happen in the future based on the data we have collected. I need the prediction I need those concepts repeating again. You see that every time I'm giving example. You see that every time your plant gets water and it grows a little. You notice that plant is growing little by little. So you predict that water in next week. Plant the mom be grow from the past data, first past record, you know mush the future no that's the prediction. 아니라며? 하고 이모. Okay, so go to the next slide. 아니 skip 단계. Uh, data types. Under data uh, data science the data science now we have to know this data types as well. There are two types of data types. quantitative data type and qualitative data types new. So that the quantitative level it is numerical form now. Numerical level is number. So in qualitative means a categorical form no, it's not numerical. It's like categorical in the category, in not a number. So let's learn from the example here. And quantitative level numerical data labjaba mo. So height is numerical. We used to measure height in numerical mo. Height I am 153 centimeter level chindi. Your height is measured in the numerical. Anisumgi age period numerical. Those kind of data is called quantitative data. Qualitative data means categorical. And gender virgin the gender thing that you want to say yeah. So we used to say gender female male or whatever and you belong but most those are categorical anusum tap data the qualitative data say long so there are three statistical technique anulu data analysis data scientist you have to know the types of data as well. There are the three mentioned and some more Atimami, so they have mentioned there are three here. So I will explain those three. Descriptive statics, descriptive language kitchen. So I will say descriptive statics is like being a reporter for your data, like being a reporter of data. So it tells you what happened in the past using your numbers. It tells you what happened in the past. For example, let's say you ask 10 friends their favorite ice cream flavor. Chigi ice cream gaga me si chigi dime. Say some your friends said four of your friends like chocolate, three friends like strawberry flavor. So you can use this kind of descriptive statics to show what the most popular flavor is. Chani bi TV chigi descriptive statics na kashi use pembeloid gaadi flavor ngai charugi mom ga me. So ani tame what the most popular flavor is. Hanalunga chikachlo, hanalu the mood se lang but mo mess na beochin. Then you also find like average age of your friends that you asked. Dili your friend is to age come to hani average to say find be so help of the descriptive statics. How good. So you can find who is youngest, who is oldest friends. That's called range. Okay, go. It's all about summarizing and describing the information, right? Naludi is descriptive statics alone. So predictive statics is like the prediction zoom. Like predictive statics is like being a fortune teller for a data. You use all data to guess what might happen in the future. And the example is that you but no, and the same ring prediction gi. So concept will be same. So we will go to next slide. Regression analysis. Oh, regression analysis. Regression analysis love the like finding a connection between things. Remember, regression and using a data to create a mathematical model that can be used to predict a future outcome. Another models limit. So just now they check any bit thing better. It's like a guessing machine. Guess bendy machine zoom chi means and zoom no some think of it like a smart guessing machine. An irrigation could be anything. For example, I give example. Maybe let's say we have a guess like how much money the student might analogy no another example suppose we want to predict how much money a student will earn in the future based on their education level. And tiru gamji tome based on depending on your education level of watching plus 감치 신신소이 아니 depend baby salary 걸 배로 아니 그실로 띠루 아니 데 depend 배용 same an example 나도 in this case we can say you can use regression analysis to create a model that predict a future earning based on the education level 아니기 때문에 we use regression model 하면 guessing machine 아니 machine use 배용로. Let's say if you finish your middle school, maybe you will earn 15,000. If you finish your high school, maybe you will earn 20%, 20K. And if you finish college, maybe you will get salary or you will get money 40,000. Honey baby, it's getting this kind of data we are using a regression. If someone is studying more, they might earn more later. Hanizumbe, this is regression, looking at how the education level and the money earned are connected. 하고요, 하고이가 okay, descriptive as and it's repeating again. And minimum gonna be fine bini, maximum gonna be fine bini, you know much. I don't have to explain again. And the mean, median gonna be fine bini na, average gonna be fine bini na, me. So average fine bini in the first we need to average the numbers, right? Then if the number is odd, and to arrange the number to odd page, you definitely you can average page in the you divide the total number of that page under 3 do mush divided by 3 and you will get average mo. So this the you learn in mathematics you all of mush the median page in the first you arrange all the numbers smallest to largest and find the middle one version. If the odd version is easy mo, version 3 is the odd number, you can directly say that number 4 is the middle. 2 4 is first arrange the number smallest to largest arrange below. So chigi direct find between 4 is labe. If your set of number is even, so first you have to find first average baby. So and 1 and 3 is in the middle. So first we have to plus, then divided by 2, and better we will get the median. And you all are learning in mathematics. So let's skip this slide and let's go to the next lesson. Data prediction in 저기도 강아지수. I'm going first. Literally, any lesson is repeating again, so I'm skipping those. Once I see you chat. Okay. Simple dumu gara imi. Okay. Okay, data prediction is repeating again. Data prediction. Okay, so let's go to next slide. Okay, question is skip again. And prediction tara shibi bade mo nga dadi chigi prediction kachinati you know more statement that what you know think you what will happen in the future. What will happen in the future, you know, in me prediction day. So now look how the data prediction is related to data analysis. Data prediction is when we use information we already have about a past to make educated guess or what might happen in the future. Same meaning, same concept. So let's dive to the example here. Real life example. Data prediction in your life. Imagine you have a basketball game coming up and want to predict who will win. You might look at the past games and how well each team played, and players on each team, and any other information you have about the teams. Based on this information, you might predict that one team will win the game. One example. To basketball get an match to mush, but that particular match already win, but in take a down. 아니 지기노미 so any team dari win be donga mo say chigino somtami so you directly look the players or players last year team ira duga mo say 처음 봤대 mo so if the player is last year gira imba you'll predict that maybe this team will be win the game say 한숨에 predict be니 mo 아니 좀 the all a real life example 이미 하고 이모 아니 the quite simple and here data prediction is everywhere. Those example is repeating again. And sport gidi, the earlier example I made. So weather gidi, predicting the weather patterns for period of hours, days, and weeks. Anya data prediction is crucial for the forecasting weather patterns for periods ranging from hours, days, and even weeks. Because of the prediction, we know that we include the predicting the temperature, rainfall, wind, other atmospheric conditions because of the data prediction. The healthcare not going to me. In healthcare, data prediction is used to predict like livelihood of patient developing of certain medical conditions. We can help in early diagnosis. Data prediction ever mush so symptoms are new but in the any disease in me. So no way you will start preventing those diseases. Mush you personalize your treatment plans and all. Annual pentomic data prediction. Financial market berura. This application involved in predicting like stock price or sale price. 아니 shopkeeper 지수기 mush annual pentomic konsugi. Yeah, kadimji buyer sale is sale prediction beojin mush. And yeah, if I give simple example, to shop to do and clothes shop in winter, you able to sell more the hoodie, the thick cloth because of the prediction. You know mush the next year the ansum hoodie mom be bako be se chuki shitsu be but mush in this kind of situation that a prediction is helpful. 하고 me 하고 이모 understand. Okay, skip this question as well. Okay. How a prediction made? How a prediction made? You designed a sophisticated mathematical model such as regression model. There are so many guessing model. Guessing model 하나 메이드가 비버진 가게는 치수 띠니변이 쉐이스. And the model they have mentioned on the regression and the types halami machine learning this the and artificial intelligence the how so regression the in the and the types halami just though they have mentioned only the regression this kind of all mentioned like guessing machine the regression the root types the and this the like and the regression 좀 remember so say is it 동안 최소 so okay let's go back to the slide. We would then use that model to make a prediction based on our data. Any guessing model is used, baby, in practical. That would be just theory, more practical, we will get more. Practical like as in you have to know this theory as well. You have know the concept, the coding move, computer language, you have the logic. 아치란데 세시고도까 you kodman kinalu kashlo banana tail 1 banana tail 2 it's all a python mush ani python ni concept sheko chesugi ani shebachini you know how to analyze data how to those the model is using and this kara shi chesugi 하고 that the theory jamjimi and here the advantage of data predictions and the advantage in me the better decision making 아니지 학원마다 مش 맞지 다징하게 example를 합다라 data prediction is better decision making law. For example, 아니 example that is very 생각이 지미지수 the selling prices without watching the answer. I have already given example. Improve the efficiency. Data prediction can help us to identify the areas for improvement and optimize the process, resulting in increased efficiency. If I give an example, like you have a company or you have some 저기 또 this would deliver beam deliver 배워진디 in order to deliver effectively what you will do. 저기 다운 데모 Kadivitu, whether this Kadivitu, you will analyze, you will study traffic, the Gari this Kadivitu, Gari Jam Minduga, whether this relation Duga Minduga, and this car damite in order to deliver your food to the customer. A model can predict the optimal route of the Hanusumbe data analysis in the model this will help you. The model can predict an optimal route for the deliver truck or whatever given in the time. Okay. The benefit beojin much advantage beojin this reduce the fuel consumption, save times, ensure that package or deliver faster, and this that's why but much basic. And those are the improve efficiency. And this be ngagita to real life example be in data science or in data prediction na hanzumbe and the personalize. The predictive model can help us to personalize recommendations and experience based on past behaviors and preference. And the شيء بعد مش if I give examples what's say now like what you guys used to most to listen to music. Maybe some might use SoundCloud, some might use Spotify. مش عندي use بيهم but مش use predictive model to personalize recommendation. عندي سنلو back لو كونسوغي أنا already use the predictive model this use بيهم the guessing model mentioned this. أنا لو كاش بيهم نبتين like by analyzing your viewing or listening history, 저기 history 지수 다음에 what they will do, the platform will predict the 아니 저기 뭐 and that platform or whatever platform 나오지 그치로 the SoundCloud or Netflix or Samu this 그러면 뭐 and this you should recommend me because of the past history like recommend your movies, shows or songs you might enjoy and suggest them to you. 저기 Himalaya similar movie to start in the that platform will recommend the similar like movies to watch. 똑같은 similar between 중 consogi. And this all are the predictive model. 하고요. The risk reductional how the predictive models can help us to identify and avoid potential risks such as fluid fault and equipment failure. The risk knowledge divergent example health kitchen 버진디 to monitor the patient. 건석이 patient이 in order to monitor the patient, the model knows which combination of subject or which combination is helpful to your patient because of the past key record. And this the example I giving a same example earlier example. The patient the symptoms this garatabe. So you will give advice. مش prevent be는데로 아니 비비고 say it will help. 한이좀 날로야 help 용 뚜까 risk reduction. Those all are helping by the data predictions. Advantage nowhere there are some challenges as well. Some challenges 가지로 둘러보신 data quality. 책이 두루라 data quality relation be 버진디 your information will be good. Quality relation means your information do you think your information will be good? 매우 맞다무시. If you want to guess if it will be rain tomorrow and your weather app only tells you about the sun. But 저기 앱 날로디 sun 꼴레라 라버진디 you won't have a good information to make guess about rain mush. To guess rain 잡니 이나 미 잡니 이나 미시베 받은 mush because you have only have information about the sun and some 날로 data quality. 또 한숨 매버진디 is really challenges for the data prediction. 하고 the bias leveraging if your information is fair, the predictive model can do. If I give example, if you are trying to guess what toys kids like, what your friends like, but you only ask boys, buslu what do you like toys lappe? What do you like toy lappe? But you might miss out the what girls like. Mush. Hanusum the bias. Your guess won't be fair. Hansum your guess are not fair. You should ask both the kids, boys and girls. Hanisum ginalo the bias. Hanisum ginaloya it's affect the data prediction. Dishmio. And interpretability language in the anime. For example, if a friend tell you the answer to the math problem, but they don't show you how they got it. Push. Answer the language but they are not showing the answer. You might not really understand or believe the answer more. But you believe me with the more. Way in a more answer in the lape. Those are all any doubt na deme면 mush 한이좀 예버진 data 한좀 예버진 it will also challenges for the data prediction 내shum이든 하고요. Unexpected event divergence, for example, you might guess that everyone will play outside today, because the sun is shining. Do you know me? But suddenly, some helicopters come. With instead of playing, all are rushing to like helicopter tower jome. Hanusum the unexpected events now. Hanusum ki data yebachin. We also it will also affect it data predictions. Data prediction leshumim. Okay. So even though the computers are super smart at guessing, sometimes these things can make their guess little tricky, little difficult. 하고요. 하고 메모. That means Machitaudora data disuka relation be begos levilogin conclusion di. In doing the data discipline bego reason is like reason the in to predict or to predict accurately. Data clean bedalo lalu mangu medistin ko lishun bezome batmush. That's data cleaning is really important. Har goimush. So anjimi so analogy. So let's go to the next lesson. And here, the final slide is the analyst validation. कभी भी join hago mo. The what analyst the validation of the kachimi. Checking the information mush. Analyst data lavachindi. You are double checking your work when you analyze some information or data. Anil komi. And validation. The action of checking or proving the validity or accuracy of something. Hago memo analyte. Okay. And here, what is data analysis validation? Analysis validation is a key component of the data analysis process that involves evaluating the accuracy and reliability of analysis results and conclusions. It is like a double checking your math calculation before handling in the test. For example, if I give example, like let's say, imagine you have done a lot of math problem for a test. Before you handing in test, before you doing test, you go back and check whether my answer is correct or not. They are correct or not. You didn't make gachibi without because you don't want to make silly mistakes in exam, right? That's exactly what that analysis and analyst validation. You're validating is for a data, validating a data. When scientists or businesses and anyone analyze data to find results or make decision, the analyst validation means like making sure that results are correct. Tintinra inamena. Are the numbers right? Is the pattern is real? Hani check bin make sure that results are reliable. If someone else did the same analysis with the same data, and would they get similar result? Can you trust the conclusion? Honey, check binimi validate binir. How good? So it's crucial step, it's important steps to ensure that finding from any data analysis are trustworthy and uh can be used confidently. Okay? Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Another example G 건수기. And you are trying to use a new video games to video game by Binimi. You have read some review leveraging review in online. Before buying the game, you have searched in the Google search page, mena say research page, but are unsure if you can trust them. But you are not really sure. And once review says that the game is entertaining, but another review says the game is too hard. The tribunal mado jimi badmush so handisu ina mena validate pimi chigi handisu we chigi anilame chigi sosilame kadibina si validate pimi to validate this review you might ani ina mena tani gidinlu you are unsure that Google is saying like that, some of my friends is saying like that mado jimi mus answer to ina mena tani gidinlu yeah you might watch gameplay videos in the YouTube nalu already use pemi game use pemi this they have made a they give a review in YouTube. So YouTube will tell me to verify or to validate their information is correct or not. Or ask your friends if they have played the game before or already experiencing with this legitimately to validate that gameplay videos is good or not. By getting more information from multiple sources, you can make a more informed decision about whether to buy the game or not. And the decision take place with most those are all data validation. To kind of so but the data analysis and those are important. In this example, analyst validation included checking multiple information sources to ensure that review you have read are accurate or reliable. And this the just like how you would not want to buy a video game based on the one review alone. Data scientists don't want to base their conclusion on the single model or algorithm. That's algorithm actually what the monga that's them the law. And data scientists can not only rely on the regression model na chamchi and really maybe and linear regression, decision tree regression is a domush. And it teach them to really maybe they will try all the models. Try baby which one is giving a accurate result. 아니 디셀릭 병도 아니 맞지 data analyst 배달로야. 뭐 여기 아니들라면 맞지 data analysis na lani se. By validating their analysis using multiple methods, data scientists can be more confident. 아니 the builder 점지 they will data analysts will get confident. 아니 이미 so here let's go to next slide. Let's skip these questions. And here, for analyst validation example, and here, a group of scientists are study effect of new medicine. Analungagi short bilap kitupka. Analu the scientists want to find out a new medicine can help the people with a specific sickness. And the second they set up an experiment. They gather a group of sick people and they split two people into a two equal group. And one group naludi medicine woma di jinu, so one group naludi fake medicine jinu. Tuka. And fake medicine go placebo. And this is the super important because sometimes just thinking you are getting medicine can make you feel better. 대칭하지 나비들 때 맨 소시지 비루 사도로 다도 준비 통 받은 뭐 아니 가데비 베비나 가데비 아니 다또 experiment 아니 그실로 experiment 베미 doctor ki scientist ki and what after a few weeks and last nalu after a few weeks at the scientists check main genes anu after a few weeks the you check the both groups to see how their symptoms have changed 아니 main 지미기 단우가 맞아는 거 땀이다 아날로 after 1 week after analyzing the data, scientists concluded that the medicine if it treated the disease. After much evaluated baby and he conclude benu, yeah, that medicine is work lape. And second na lugaci bin they made mistakes. Konsugi 아니 가라나를 마다누 가라누 data analysis data study 말비누 only that portion of some part of the student jamchi analysis benuba 아니 be baby so they concluded that that medicine is good actually medicine the real result 같이 밀라버진 once they collect look the tachi and gara analysis beta study beta what they found is medicine source mo fake vigimity is helpful 아니비 conclude benu. That means in simple terms 같이 conclude benu like uh, this example shows that if you don't carefully check how you're looking at your data, which is what the analyst validation is, you can get a wrong answer. 아니, 아주 valid 베드로라 대충비타고 세미. 하고이. In this case, the initial analogy, the beginning analogy, the result for the medicine was wrong because they didn't include all the information of their analysis. consequently result ultimately 되는 것 같아 because they all study the few of the sick people. consequently sick people 가 include 마비는 안 비니 result ultimately 되는. So 안 this so we have to careful to put that analysis. 하고도 뭐 the what types of the errors can you find? Anirudh, I have only left 10 minutes, so I will job of Pitangi Duka. Sapling arrow lavaging the cheeky and example same rain. So Gara Nalu Matawa, so portion jam, some portion jam chitamil the sampling arrow, and the sampling arrows lavaging the wrong mush, and you a mistake to me. Tele and measurement error lavaging the unlimited beversion chiki measurement the lishum mabimi yanjin because of the equipment and this car lishum bitago semi the measurement errors and this the hagui so delay interpretation errors lavaging the like if ice cream sales go on this summer and you do not you might incorrectly interpret that buying ice cream causes a drowning, or buying ice cream is something like you are giving a wrong answer, wrong explanation, hani lo data interpretation, hani kia. It's those are the and this lishmita be which explain be this can be because they have a bias, which means they have a precise preconceived idea about what the data should show and because they don't understand the data well enough. Which ngaji mashi which show baby bluff bit with analysis nalu, data analysis nalu, validation nalu. Okay. In summary, the highlights from the choosing who does in conclusion the anime data interpretation sapling berugachi berura data relation bitago bengachi sugi ka. Okay, okay. There are few things like defining validate criteria, sutta gope, and this hanam do. So I will, any chesugi and explore buituka. I don't have any time so snow. So I want to show that in real life na kasum biwina. And data validation, data di any example bitinu ba mush. Ani real life na data validation nga chigi kadibi biwna wachindi. So there are validation na halami nga chigi. Ani di module imi ba mush machine learning module tele ani evolution matrix nga chigi ani evolution matrix lape ani practical na di anzumi evolution matrix mean square error lo the root mean square error lo and this find biong and this ani this use biong so nga chi practical na kadibi biong la wachindi so I will show a little bit of kanan nga chi and this yeah got a code biong ba mush python use baby python packages use baby Anilu di Google Colabs no, analu ngati practical 배워진 아니 배병. So ana ngati data this input 배고 but mo siya CSV lo 대체 아니 Excel sheet lo this laptop but mo ngati 아니 previous no 아니 this daga ngati data this da ana store be siya siya but mo ngati practical na ani 배죠. 아니 data types this 다니기 아니 ngati pre-processing this analu down. So data will be 아니 디 sampling just 아니 비타니기 될로 아니 data discipline 아니 비병 아니 unique 두가 민두가 다 베버진 아니 question marks 두무ш question marks 베어진 디 data is not appropriate so 아니 좀 베버진 아니 디 data cleaning 베메방하기 so 아니 data cleaning 날로 아니 question mark relevant 베버진 tin down 아니 스카 비 down 아니 those are the practical 나 아니 비병 so ngachi 베버진 And this car that anything like actually is power consumption game, but mush that any car and that in that shimingo just like just tend to any and some chip me practical and some be pete me slappy. So to get ideas, you get the practical the kadibi choti na sita hojindi. So any be ten be andalu as a deep concept jokopchi ngahitaji ko siya iba di mo siya nalu validating criteria nalu kada lipi ko vina ani at chisu hapmush mashilo chins please let me know. I will explain in the chat nalu pa ani lapki so that the times also no ani binding as a hurry up peto next nalu session chi ani bindigi so ngachigi ani imna code this gara baby 아니 가라가 지기 그실로 data disk TV accurate to ka the module di kadi and this car down the data validation, this practical car down, but much tabi. So we can also integrate the prediction the right in a mena sitani gitilu. We can we can integrate, we can design the website sumchibe. Kachigi pebe chingagi ani the data analyst pebe gi but mush data analyst pe chigi the echo tuba mindu ka now kar tabe. So another way the ngaji kachi besula wajini. So those who are not knowing those parents lo the coding machine data science malhami disulu katibi the prediction the right or wrong in the tini lawajin you can show you can like design the website or whatever. So analunga chigi website chi draw baby and some Google form chi draw be. So we will enter the current income china voltage katim china year namgi na this car to be entered below in next consumption next no look chigi the electric bill the katim chi theni na and this project betu because you have done all the data analysis in ba. So I'm being uh, you can also integrate with website and to show to those who are not technical, those who are not understand the data scientists, and this lo, and it's just information. Kadi be true na in real life na kadi be help you na ani just a laptop. And did you get something? Did I make confused to you all? Lagi let me that's how go. Never class me. So today we are winding up the session. Very last in tuka. Han bindigi nga the repeating immediately ever be shy. So if you have any questions, please ask me in the chat nalu peru kadibi perura. So I will try to if you want to learn more, analu 그래서 artificial intelligence من مش تيجي once data scientist look lab مش كده بيجوينا lab بي so you learn the artificial intelligence 아니 بيبدأ تيجي no more كده بيجوينا real life 아니 كده بي 아니 بي 조리나 스노비 가지게 chat GPT or this use 비밀은 مش chat GPT 수기 가시비 가지게 answer lab 지가 되비 쉐비나 가지게 answer lab 지 콘지게 answer 탁탁 지미면 those are those are all studied past questions this gar analyst base 하자미 콘지기 안 빈디기 so they know answer 지미가 مش 하늘 labme so 아니 artificial intelligence lab 또 answer 아니 그죠 class 8는 hebdel 하울 함니디 those who are class 8 so and this so national lab and the continuation of data scientist data science in tuka at hago kadibi joina kadibi bewina so if you have any questions I think I first dream udari